Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm Rachel O'Leary and I'm here today in my grout fit because it has come time to collect the rest of the critters from the greenhouse. Now there are still some shrimp in these tubs, which I'll show you here. So we'll go ahead and do a secondary sweep of those and then move all the plants around. Today we're going to empty these 4 tubs and see what we find. I'm going to spare you a lot of the details. If you're interested in seeing the process, I'll put a link to last week's video in a card. Basically, I pull plants, scoop, 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 let it settle, scoop again, and we see what we get. In upcoming videos, we'll go over what to do with the plants for the winter in order to save them. I have to get the plants out of the outdoor bins. And I'm also going away for a few weeks to go backpacking in Montana with my boyfriend. If you're curious about that, I'll put a link to that video as well. And so we'll be going over what to do for your fish if you're going to be gone for a while. Anyway, let's get to work because I have a lot to do. We'll start by emptying these tubs and catching some fish.
Now for this part of the process, I just emptied the tubs. I let the plants drain into the tubs. And as the water was clearing, I would do sweeps of the shrimp tubs and then come back and collect fish. And I didn't find a whole lot, but I did find more of those mystery killies in all of these tubs. It was pretty disappointing. I got a fair yield of least killifish. I found a ton more shrimp in both the tubs I'd already emptied as well as the one that still had shrimp. But I got very, very few rice fish. And I think I must not have put fish in one of the tubs because there was absolutely nothing, and that's really unusual.
This was my favorite tub this year, and the plants were just bonkers. Look at this root structure. It is just insane. I'm going to try and lift the plants out, but I have to sort of let it drain as I go because if there are fish in here, which I don't remember if I put fish in here or not, this is some bonkers root structure. Actually, I think I might move some of these downstairs into the paludarium. You can see there was a filter in here. It's been totally absorbed by plant roots. It's insane.
I decided to go ahead and prep all of these for winter, and all that means is I rip off any excess roots from the outside of the tubs, or outside of the planters, and then I cut all the plants down to a couple inches above the crown. I've done this every year for the past 10 years, and it works out really well as a way to preserve the plants. They are kept in a small amount of water until they freeze, and then in the spring I add water again, and they all start growing, and it works out really, really well. We'll go more in depth on this when I move in the plants from the outdoor tubs.
So now I've trimmed them back for overwintering. All of the plants from the greenhouse fit in these 2 tubs. And I will move all the plants from the other tubs out in my yard into hopefully these 2. And then we will put the lilies into black trash bags and just store them closed until spring. This is pretty labor intensive, but it saves me tons and tons of money each year by reusing all my plants. And I know that these haircuts look a little dramatic, but you guys have seen the results for the past 5 years that my plants just come back and flourish. These will be composted. I would share them with other folks, but this time of year they're just not going to transition well to indoors, so they'll just become waste.
This week I also got in a critter I'm super, super excited about. Now we'll do a full video on this in the next few weeks, but I just wanted you guys to know it's upcoming. It's something I've wanted for about a decade, and a dear friend of mine sent me one, and I can't wait to share with you all the details and the really cool setup that I'm going to do for it. I've also mentioned quite a lot in recent videos that I've been spending a ton of time out in nature, and I went paddling and camping again this past weekend. And I'm really taking a ton of inspiration from the rock formations and plant structures that are found in my local area here. And at some point I'm going to do some more detailed videos, but I just wanted to share with you guys that I am doing that. I have been collecting a few species with a permit. At some point, we'll go over that in more in depth as well. But I am really looking forward to getting away for a few weeks and exploring a new region to me. So I'm going to try and film for you guys when I do that. Let me know down in the comments if that's something you'd like to see. As always, I hope everyone is staying safe and staying healthy. Again, we'll do a formal video of the critter I unboxed, a build of their new setup, a complete overwintering of the various pond plants as well as the bog garden, and just a ton of stuff to catch up on, as well as the decisions I'm making for the fish room as we continue on this year. Thanks as always for your continued support.